What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again to talk about former Tennessee wide receiver Squirrel White, who has entered his name into the transfer portal. Some might consider this a big loss for Tennessee, but not me, because Squirrel White was never a number one wide receiver. Now, he was a deep threat, so that would be a good pickup for some programs. Squirrel White, he didn't put up great numbers. I'll just say that his best season was 2022, I think. He had about 65 catches for 800 and some odd yards, but only 2 touchdowns. But, I mean, he can show up in critical moments. He caught a couple of touchdowns against my Alabama Crimson Tide, I might add. Matter of fact, I think he caught 2 touchdowns against Alabama in 2023 off the hands of that guy that goes by the name of Joe Milton. But anyway, Squirrel White, you know, he say he want to get close to home. And he was high school teammates with my Alabama Crimson Tide's defensive back / wide receiver now, Jalen Mbakwe. So could Jalen Mbakwe sway Squirrel White to become his teammate again at the University of Alabama for my Alabama Crimson Tide? Maybe, maybe not. But in my opinion, Squirrel White, he can't bring anything to Alabama besides his experience and maybe leadership, because I know my Alabama Crimson Tide wide receiver corps is young. And if you want to say inexperienced, but I think we got guys there that can get the job done without Squirrel White. Now, adding Squirrel White, I would like that. I would, because like I said, he bring experience and leadership. But as far as being that number 1 wide receiver for Alabama or the number 2 wide receiver, that's just not going to happen, especially if Jeremy Bernard come back. Because you know we still got Ryan Williams. We bringing in young, well now since Caleb Odom left and those other guys, we only have 4 scholarship wide receivers right now. And I think we got 2 other scholarship wide receivers coming in, I believe. Let me check it out. I know we got Lotsier Brooks coming in, 4-star. We got Derek Meadows, 4-star. And we got a 3-star wide receiver coming in. So we will have, that make 7 scholarship wide receivers. So in my opinion, we'll be good at wide receiver, because I'm sure we got some guys, probably some walk-on at wide receiver, some guys that didn't get scholarships that's on the team. But hey, I don't mind adding Squirrel White. All right, but he'll bring a deep threat, you know, on the field along with Ryan Williams and Jeremy Bernard, if you ask me. But potential landing spots, you know, it's more spots that Squirrel White could land at if he want to get close to home. From Alabama, played with Jalen Mbakwe, so it's more spots. He can go to Auburn. Auburn can use it. They too also got a young wide receiver corps. And you know, old Hugh Freeze, he wanted every damn body out the damn transfer portal. And he got him a quarterback now, even though he can't throw the ball. So I don't know why a wide receiver want to go to Auburn and play with that guy they got out of Oklahoma, even though he beat my Alabama Crimson Tide. But it's all good. It's all good. He can run like hell, but he damn sure can't throw that ball. So good luck if you go to Auburn. That's all I know. Or Squirrel White can turn around and go to Georgia. Georgia losing wide receivers too. Matter of fact, as far as Georgia, let me see. Georgia, before Squirrel White committed to Tennessee, he was looked at Georgia. All right. And it looked like at that time that he was going to go to Georgia. All right. But he wound up committing to old Josh Heupel and those Tennessee Volunteers. Now, Kirby Smart, he might be a little desperate to find some wide receivers in the portal, even though they didn't pick up anybody in the portal as of yet. Even and the portal, one of them closed, but I think it closed. I believe it closed. But anyway, they haven't picked nobody up out of the portal as of yet. But anyway, they might need to get some wide receivers because from what I'm thinking, Georgia will be losing. Oh, Dominique Lovett, Kobe Young, and Arian Smith. 3 wide receivers. So they might need to get somebody out the transfer portal. Whether it be Squirrel White, I don't know. But I tell you what, if Squirrel White go to either Alabama or Georgia, I think Tennessee fans might look at that as a slap in the face. Kind of like when Jermaine Burton transferred from Georgia to Alabama. Those Georgia fans didn't like that. And I don't think Tennessee fans will like Squirrel White transferring to either Alabama or Georgia. 2 rivals. 2 of them. Hell, they might not even like him transferring to Auburn. But I think out of the 3 programs, I think Georgia would be the best place because they losing 3 wide receivers, Dominique Lovett and Kobe Young and Arian Smith. Even though Georgia fans say Arian Smith got brick hands, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, man. We'll see in probably in a few days where he's going to commit to. Now, I would like him to commit to my Alabama Crimson Tide, only to keep him away from other programs. Another program might use him in a way that Tennessee didn't use him, and he could become we'll say a number 2 wide receiver, maybe that number 3 wide receiver. But I don't think he'll become a number 2 at Alabama. No way. No way. And I know I mentioned that Georgia's losing 3 wide receivers, so did Alabama. Because like I said, we lost. Who did we lose? Kendrick Law, Kobe Prentice, and Caleb Odom. All right. But Kobe Prentice, he wasn't a starter. Caleb Odom wasn't a starter. But Dominique Lovett was. Kobe Young was at one time. Arian Smith, he got a lot of playing time. So maybe Georgia needed more than we do. He could turn around and say, hey, I'm not going nowhere, and stay with Tennessee. And I'm sure Tennessee fans will love it. Will love it. But I think coming closer to home, it might be the deciding factor, like you said, but I think a lot of it got to do with the NIL also. I do, because this is the era of NIL. And if these players ain't getting what they want, they're going to threaten you with putting their name in the transfer portal to get what they want. Look at Jalen Mbakwe, because I am convinced that's what he did. Got his NIL money. He want to play on the offensive side of the ball now. He's going to be doing that. He's been practicing at wide receiver in preparation for the bowl game against Michigan. So that's just where we at now. So, hey, but I don't know. Maybe what Ohio State did to Tennessee, maybe he said, hell no, I can't go through that again. If he go to Georgia, I'm sure he going Georgia, Alabama. He going to somewhere where he want to compete or have a chance to compete for national championships, even though my Alabama Crimson Tide didn't make it to the playoffs on this year. He know that more likely than not, my Alabama Crimson Tide going to be in that damn playoff in 2025. Tennessee made it, and Squirrel White took that damn thrashing from Ohio State, and he said, I had enough of this. But anyway, Squirrel White, man, he entered his name in the transfer portal, man. There's no holds barred for this transfer portal, and these guys are taking advantage of it. And hey, it is what it is. Another place where they talking about Jalen Mbakwe, not Jalen Mbakwe, but Squirrel White could end up at is Louisville. I don't think he'll go there. He said that he want to get closer to home. So why would he go to Louisville? I just don't understand that. You want to get closer to home? Alabama, Georgia, Auburn. Auburn is basically in damn Georgia. But I would like to have him for his experience and the leadership that he can bring. And just so another team can't get him. That's the only reason I want him, because I don't know if he is on Coach Kalen DeBoer's radar. But we'll see. We'll see. I know I seen a daggone article talking about it coming to Alabama, Squirrel White to Alabama. But I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe he can come to Alabama and do more than what he ever did at Tennessee, because at Tennessee, his best season, he had 65 catches, 803 yards, and 2 touchdowns in 2023. Last year, only 34 catches for 318 yards and 2 touchdowns. He only got 6 touchdowns in his college career. That's it. So, hey, it be that way sometimes. Transfer portal teams losing players at every position. And they taking their talents to other places. But at the same time, just maybe Tennessee will get that receiver to replace, a better receiver to replace Squirrel White. So I'm sure this ain't no sweat off these Tennessee fans back. But if Squirrel White, goes to Alabama or Georgia, Tennessee fans are going to be pissed. That's all I know.